Okay, so as we discussed, doing this Meet a Vessel
Yeah,
podcasting, and Nicole, you have been in my life since 2012.
that's a long time ago.
Do you remember when you first met me?
A little bit. It was a little foggy, but kind of. Yep, yep.
What were you doing when you met me?
I was not in a very good place. I was living life on my own terms, basically running wild without any direction or purpose, really.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And who was your biggest mentor in 2012?
You guys, for sure. You were one of them. Yes. Yep.
Well, but who did you chase a lot? Who were you chasing? Do you remember who you were chasing?
Uh, no, no, I don't.
Your boyfriend?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yep, yep. Chasing him around all over. That was fun.
Yeah. Do you
Yep.
remember chasing him north?
Back to Edmonton. Here we go. Yep.
Tell me about Edmonton.
Edmonton was full of drugs and alcohol and violence and sadness and hopelessness and destruction, and nothing good was happening there. Yeah.
Did you feel any hope? Where'd your hope come from, or did you have any hope?
I had no hope. I had none whatsoever. I pretty much lived on the streets, for the streets, with the streets. That's where I felt like I belonged, and that's where I would end up dying. Yeah,
Were you involved heavily? Do you think?
yeah, I was rolling with gang members, and I was, doing a lot of unspeakable things with people that I wouldn't even associate with today. Um, Scary people, and yeah, I can't see myself ever associating with those kind of people. It's a
Yeah.
life that's pretty far from my vision now.
What happened? What what was the pivotal moment when you knew you had to change your life?
When I ended up almost dead, I flatlined for a good 9 minutes. My body shut down. I was almost pronounced dead, and they pretty much said that there was nothing left of me, and they didn't even have a next of kin or even a name to my being. So that was pretty scary. That was
And what happened?
well, during that time period, I kind of went into a place where there was a light and something that was calling me and said that I'll give you another chance, but you have to start living your life a different way.
Did you find and and I remember a story about you going after you had this experience,
Yeah.
seeing the sunrise for the first time and the
The
sun.
colors and the vibrancy of just everything, the possibility, the light
Hmm.
that could be seen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I remember getting a call. Well, I remember um, my wife getting a call saying that you weren't allowed on the Greyhound to get back to Creston.
Yeah.
And you were pretty upset.
Yeah.
And I remember going up to get you and spent 18 hours on the road to go and get you.
Yeah, I felt held back. Something that was beyond my comprehension was physically like holding me back, and then that had happened, and it felt like something was just gripping me and taking me and dragging me back to hell basically, and I couldn't get out. Like the darkness was just surrounding me at that point,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't let me go.
I remember driving home with you and you were very numb. We had a good drive, but you were definitely a different person and something had definitely lifted from you. And I remember stopping and looking for we had dreams of starting a candy shop in Creston.
Yes, that would be
That would be
good.
still fun. What
Yeah.
happened after that?
Well, I tried with the best of my ability to get sober, but of course, I ended up back in Edmonton. But those few years back were the worst that it had ever been. I was seeing demons. I was hearing things. I was so broken and lost and hurt, and just the things that were happening and the people that were getting placed in my past, like they just kept coming and at me, and it would just was gut wrenching, and it was just scary, and it was just not something that I ever want to experience again. And I really did feel hopeless. And just one day, a paper came out of nowhere and landed in front of me, and it said, "Hope." And I just got on my knees and I started crying. I'm like, God, where is that hope? Then, if there's hope, then where is it? Like, I need it now, like now, because I cannot continue living like this, and I do not want to live like this anymore. I don't, but I don't know where to go. I don't know how to pick myself up from this. I
Yeah.
don't.
I remember you got baptized
Yes.
shortly after I picked you up.
Yep.
You got baptized, and you had decided that you were going to go to family camp, and you were going to volunteer at family camp, and
Yes.
you ended up getting your criminal check,
Yes.
which you thought would be annulled and free. And what
Yeah.
happened?
It was not. And apparently, I had a long list of charges that were not dealt with. That, in my mind, in the state that I was in, I felt like it was dealt with, but obviously it wasn't. So then I was back to Alberta, but I was going to jail. So, but I was baptized and I was ready for purpose, and I was like, "Why is this happening?" But
I remember.
there I went to jail. That was great.
Maximum security.
Yes, for a little bit there until they figured things out. So, yeah.
God looked after you, did he?
Yes. So I decided to put God first. And I'm just like, you know what? While I'm in here, while I'm serving time, I better get that Bible out and I better start praying, or else this is not going to go well for me at all. So I really had to focus on what the bigger picture was. And I really needed to dive into what the word says. And because I just tried to read it, but I really needed to feel it and really absorb what it was all about and kind of submit to some of the authority and powers that were placed, around me, and really just live for Christ.
And did you? I remember going back to pick you up, and we were going to. We were told to come and pick you up. You had
Mm-hmm.
2 more weeks to serve, and
Yes.
on the third day of your 2 week further sentencing,
Yeah.
we'd gotten a call.
Yes.
Do you want to explain what happened?
I had completely gotten, I guess you'd say, cocky with everything, and I was kind of done with everything, and I proceeded to place my pancakes on the prison door, like in a happy face, because something to do, my joy, my silliness, my just pure, I don't know, it was just exuberance, I guess you'd say that.
Well, they put you in solitary confinement for a
Yeah,
while,
yeah, they did.
and then you were there for 3 days or 4 days, maybe by the
Yeah,
time you got
yeah,
up there.
but by that time I was happy. I finally found a joy that I knew was in there, but no, I didn't present it in a way that should have been done, but that's okay.
So you finally went to rehab.
Yeah,
You got out.
yeah,
You spent the year. We got a baby in the background. I
yeah.
don't know if they can hear it through the mic, but you then met a guy, and he swept you off your feet,
Yeah.
and he had also gone through rehab.
Yes, yes.
But you married him in 2020.
Yes, so while I was going to Bible college, I met a husband along the way, and now I'm happily married, 5 years now?
Yeah.
And we have 2 children, and then his other children makes 6 kids that we are currently caring for. So,
Did you
yeah.
ever think that you would be in this place?
No, I didn't think that I had any clue how to become a mother and to nurture and to have that back given back to me. So it's a really good feeling to be where I'm at today with a husband and kids and a good job and just living for life and life abundantly. It's really good.
You had told me a story of a little boy that you mentor at work. Can you
Yes.
tell me a little bit? Don't just tell me a little bit about what you find now as you're raising kids and looking after kids. What goes through your head when you're
Just that I'm here and like the kid that I work with, and he thinks that I'm a ray of sunshine. And sometimes it gets a little annoying that I am that just that ray of sunshine, and that I am always happy and just go lucky, and that I can just carry on through whatever life throws at me.
you I am your biggest fan, Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your love and support through the years. Because, yeah, you've seen me from point A, point B to point C to everywhere, right? It's been a
I
long journey.
It has been a long journey, and there's more to come.
Yes.
And there's heartaches that we go through in life, and there's also some beautiful, beautiful times of joy. And I look at your household, and it's chaotic, and I go, "Holy smokes, this is really chaotic,"
It's a
you
good
know?
chaos now, though. I will take
Right,
this chaos any day.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just keep up the good fight, and you know you're and you might as well come.
Yeah, let's see. Come
Come,
here.
show.
Okay. Bye.
So, yeah, it's a busy household. You have two kids of your own.
Yes.
You actually have four
I have
kids of
four. Yes.
your own.
Yeah.
Two of which we've had the pleasure of raising with you,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yeah, that's a whole nother story there, is
it
that we
is a
can
big
still
story,
have that bond and we can still have that family as well, right?
right?
So,
Yeah, it's beautiful. Nicole, thank you for doing this with me, and thank you for sharing a little bit. It's a big, big story, and your story is one that I hope inspires people to become vessels. And we are all on this path and this journey together, and it's about unity and about helping one another. And there's probably a lot of things that we could have done different, but the outcome is
yeah,
the same, and
yeah,
it's all in you. You are the one who made it happen. God in you, the Holy Spirit in you, allowed you to grow from these experiences on the street. And there's so much we could talk about, but I just wanted to podcast with you
mhm,
and let our viewers see what a wonderful, what a change. Anybody who knew you from 2012, 13 years ago till now, it's just incredible.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
thank you for doing this with
Yes.
us.
Yeah,
I love you.
thank you.
To our viewers, this is a tough one, but it's the one I wanted to start with. This is the podcast for Vessel Studios. It's people like Nicole that I want to really podcast with because she's the one who makes the change. We're all here to make a change and be better people. And thank you again. Love you.